Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to me, I am Kobeli. You are absolutely welcome to join the Miss Kobeli channel, and I'd like to send a special shout out to the people who have subscribed to my channel in the past 2 weeks. The growth has really been mind-blowing. I am so humbled by it, and I'd like to see if we can get to 500 subscribers by the end of June, even more. Who knows? Like, as I record this video, we are currently at 343, and that is all you guys. So please keep on subscribing. Remember to share this video with your friends, with your family, with your distant relatives, and get them to subscribe as well so that we can get to 500. So yeah, let's get into the video. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be cutting off some of my thinning. Do you see this? Do you see what I mean? Do you see culprit number 1? So yeah, by the title of this video, I'm going to be cutting some of my thinning locks. I have quite a few of them, and for the longest time I really wanted to just stitch them together, but I feel like there is an unhealthy obsession with long hair in the black community, and whether or not you have like natural hair, relaxed hair, any type of hair, or even dreadlocks, I just feel like holding on to damaged hair to retain length isn't healthy, one, for your hair, but I guess for locks it doesn't really look appealing, and sometimes you kind of just have to let things go. It's hair, it'll grow out at any given time. I will, however, be mending a couple of my locks, because there are some that are thinning from quite high up, and yeah, hypocrisy, do you see that? I'm not quite ready to get rid of majority of the length, so those I will definitely be repairing. The locks that I'm going to be cutting are those that have weak spots and those that had been previously joined but are starting to split, and just those that are pretty much just hanging on to dear life. This is so nerve-wracking. Oh my word. So to do this, I'm going to just use a normal pair of scissors. Let's start with this one. After cutting the lock, you want to palm roll the ends. Why? I think that's pretty much everything or all that I could find now. And this is how much hair I cut off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 locks lost that length today, and my hair still pretty much looks the same lengthwise, so that's cool. So there's one lock that I'm a bit on the fence with, and it is this one. It's quite a long one, and the damage starts from all the way up here. I think I've tried to mend it a couple of times by crocheting it back, but it just keeps on unraveling. It's really a problem lock. I am going to cut it off, but I'm going to reattach a lock from, or a piece from the locks that I've cut off, because it starts off quite thick from the root up until all the way here, and then it's just skinny and thin down there. So already it's, yeah, I'm just gonna cut it off. Oh, wish me luck, wish me luck. I'm going to cut it off like from here. I'm going to tie the rest of my locks back while I deal with this problem child over here. So I'm going to reattach these two pieces here, and I want to do more than just needle and thread, just to make it strong and look appealing and mask the fact that this is two different locks that have been attached together. To reattach these two pieces, I am going to use my crochet needles, and these can be found at any yarn store. I have the 0.5 millimeter needle, 0.6 millimeter needle, and 0.75 millimeter needle. Yeah, technology continues to fail me. My camera is literally focusing on everything else but what it is supposed to. But long story short, I am using my crochet needle to pull hair out of the lock. This is going to give me some fibers that I will use to construct or combine the locks. I am repeating the same process that I did with the other piece to the lock that is still attached to my head. Again, this is going to give me a good foundation, a few fibers that I can weave into one another to turn the two pieces into one solid long lock. The technique is not really cast in stone. You can use whatever instrument you have on hand. I just found the crochet hook easy, and yeah, this was a lot easier than using a comb because the locks that I have quite matured. So it wouldn't be easy to just run a comb through them. Now that the two pieces are all fluffed out, I am pretty much going to attach those two fluffed out pieces together. I don't really know how to explain this. If you have crocheted anything in your childhood, the process is pretty much the same if you want to be fancy, or you can just wiggle the needle around until you get one solid piece. So it's pretty much driving the needle through the lock and then pulling the hair on the other end through the hair on the opposite end, and repeating the process up until you have a solid lock. I would recommend using a thin needle for this. Like I said, I'm using needles ranging from 0.50, 0.60, 0.75. the bigger the crochet needle you have, you're going to risk creating holes in your locks. So using a thin crochet hook is the best option. So right here, I'm really just repeating the same process, driving the needle in and out of the lock until all of the hairs are intertwined to create one solid structure. Yay! Look, it's coming together. I was actually very proud of myself here because this was my first time attempting to do this, and yeah, it's impressive. I am quite impressed. It worked! It would have sucked if it didn't work. I really wanted this lock to be solid and stable, so I went ahead and deconstructed one of the locks that I had just cut off to create little shreds of fiber that I will be using to reinforce the area where I just attached the two pieces. You can use weaving fiber for this, but because it's locked down currently, I didn't want to take a drive to go buy fiber to literally fix that one lock, so this was just cost effective for me. I am going to go ahead with the same process as I used to put the two pieces together. Just wrap the hair around the lock and drive my crochet needle in and out up until all the fibers have pretty much fused together within the lock. So I'm done combining the locks, and this is what it looks like now. The thickness is the same throughout, which is amazing because this is what it used to look like before. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed. This was actually my first time doing this. I didn't know how it would turn out, but it was pretty darn good if you ask me. I am done with the big chop. I thought that this was going to be nerve-wracking, but honestly it feels so liberating because for the longest time I was afraid to like maybe touch my hair or let my boyfriend touch my hair in public because I feared that little bits and pieces of it were going to fall to the ground. But yeah, like whatever it is that you want to do with your hair, whether it's cutting pieces off or sewing it together or crocheting it together, it's really up to you. And I know that there's a big taboo with you stitching your locks together because people feel like you just don't want to let go, but at the end of the day it's about how it makes you feel. What your hair looks like has a huge impact on your self-confidence, on how you carry yourself and how you interact with other people. So listen, whatever floats your boat, just do it. Just make sure that you don't damage your hair at the same time, because then you're gonna have to deal with that as well, and damaged hair is really not a nice thing to deal with. No. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and before I go, please remember that I am not a loctician, I'm not a lock stylist, I am just a girl with locks who likes experimenting. So before you try any of my methods, consult with your lock stylist, loctician, and get that insight, or even maybe get them to cut your hair and repair it for you so that you don't end up damaging your hair. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Invite your friends to watch my videos, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, pretty much each and every single person that you know, so that we can get to 500 or more by the end of June, which is next month. Until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.